Hello and welcome back. It's time to be a professional streamer once again. We are here for GT Club's first test race for their new GT4 Club, GT4 League. Getting my words all mixed up. It's not good. But anyway, we are here at Paul Ricard for two 30-minute races, and boy, have we got a race lined up for you. Already got some pretty quick times up on the board. A great mix of cars as well. As we can see, currently on top, it is Lieutenant Llama. In fact, let's get a look at our man. He's running the Toyota Supra. Now, as this is a pre-season test, we're not going to have a lot of liveries at the moment. So expect me to probably get a few drivers mixed up, as I'm going to be looking at a lot of white cars tonight. Although I have a suspicion that if I swap over, that was a little bit risky. One of the other Toyota Supras going out on track, just as Lieutenant was coming down the main straight. That is going to be the big risk, I guess, of Paul Ricard. So let's have a quick look. I think this man, no, they haven't got his livery in the server either. What about this man here? No, not his livery either. Okay, so everyone's in white liveries tonight. Well, almost everyone. We have that Gazoo livery just behind our man here, Lieutenant Llama. So try and find someone who is about to start a lap. I have a feeling that Chris Nipris, no, he's not quite there yet. Neither is Lee Walker. Lee Walker's actually going for a trip on the super wide track limits there. Here we go, Turbo S4. He'll be coming up to a lap, so he will be our onboard lap man. As we jump on board with the McLaren, we're going to be looking at that position display, LED display is in a really awkward position. But anyway, we're going for a hot lap around Paul Ricard in GT4. We were here a little bit earlier, if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, with, I believe it was round number 5 of the Super GT League from Go Race Promotions. As we can see, Turbo being a little bit liberal with his track limits on the exit of Turn 2. Heading up towards Turn 3. Nice passing opportunity if you like doing a bit of a dive bomb. Monster the curb on the right-hand side. Then you've got to try and pull it up for the left-hander and then into this tight hairpin. Another good passing opportunity, and you got to get your exit right for this next right-hander, which is a little bit tricky to take. You have to try and swing it back to the right-hand side to try and carry as much speed as possible through that left-hander, and then onto this mile-long back straight. This is going to be Slipstream City for everyone concerned. So we'll have a quick look, see if we can't get a look at what speed the GT4s are heading down this back straight. We're just about to hit 250 kilometers per hour in the McLaren. Actually, we might even touch 260. As it's struggling, it just touches 260 before getting on the brakes for that very fast right-hander. Watch your track limits again, and then into this tight double apex right-hander. It just seems to go on forever and ever and ever before you got to swing it back in again onto the apex. Use as much exit space as you can. Now onto another awkward turn. This double left-hander that tightens. So sort of aiming for a double apex there. And now onto a long right-hand before we get into yet another double apex left-hander. Hard on the brakes. About mid-track for the mid-engine McLaren. He misses the second apex by a country mile there. And that really is going to compromise his exit speed out of the final corner and down the main straight. And that is one lap around Paul Ricard. And it is not a bad lap, actually, for Turbo. It's an improvement on his previous lap, in fact. So, well, Turbo's starting to get to grips with the McLaren. And this is, of course, the Guerilla Mod's GT4 mod. So we have a whole collection of cars out there. In fact, Turbo just pulling the pin there. We've got the Panos. Very odd car. Don't really see a lot of Panoses anymore, but here we go. We got the Panos out there. So that is piloted by Vladimir Modretsky, who is our who was actually the champion of our inaugural league earlier this year. He blitzed everyone in GT3 running the Audi R8. This time he has decided to put the engine in the right end of the car and race the Panons. Of course, we have seen Madretsky hooning around in the GT Club GT3 League, and unfortunately was unable to go back-to-back there. That league was actually taken out, if I'm not mistaken, by Turbo S4. Just double check that, but make sure I got my facts right. Hall of Fame GT3 Masters. Yes, I was right. So Turbo S4, the winner of that league. Shout out to Savage Messiah and Jaden Boss for the follows. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. In fact, we have about, if I can just check my clock, we have 9 minutes before we jump into qualifying. So let's get the first prediction happening for the night. So let's see. This will be a good bet for everyone. Let's see. So this will be a bit of fun for everyone. Oh yeah, I haven't got that set up, Goldie. That's a little bit beyond me. I'm not that smart. Right, so we'll give you guys plenty of time to get your predictions in. So what will be the top qualifying time? Go for it, lads. Will it be under 2:06 or will it be over 2:06? So get your predictions in. And I don't know how we're going to do the prediction for the actual races. Anyway, let's have a quick look through the field. Oh, we got a BMW M4 as well. So this is another one of the cars that we are going to be keeping an eye on during the night. This is piloted by Ben Ellis. He is a very, very quick driver. Can't see the vote. Are you watching on the mobile app, Goldie? Ooh, Ben just that was a little Scandinavian flick. Thinks he's playing Wreckfest. That was last night, mate. Yeah, Goldie, mate. So apparently the prediction thing doesn't work on the mobile apps.
Game on, snack on with Pringles. Grab a can today.
What are you so afraid of? To kill a monster, you need a monster.
We fight and we survive.
Monster Hunter in cinemas New Year's Day.
That is why you're not seeing anything. So, to everyone in chat at the moment, get the F's out for Goldie. Oh, hang on. Piper just proved me wrong. Came up on his phone. Okay, so Ben is a special case. Got to be in portrait. Ah, there you go. There you go. So let's have a quick look at this guy here, because he's also in the Toyota Supra, and that is Justin Reddy X. We saw him last night in Wreckfest, and also currently the reigning champion in Super GT for GT3. So he's really spreading himself right around in the sim racing leagues. He also takes part in the Australian Sim Masters as well. So, so I can type most of the time to try and stop Matt. You're gonna have to work pretty hard to do that, Goldie. I got thick skin and thick shoulders to carry the burden of you and my chat. Love you, Goldie. So as we watch Justin exit, autocorrect, of course. Oh, jeez. So as Justin crosses the line, he's doing pretty well at the moment. Top 5. I don't know how much practice he has actually done in the GT4 Supra, but certainly coming to grips pretty quickly, although not as quickly as Lieutenant Lama, it seems. We'll have a quick look, see who else is in the server. We got a pretty good turnout for the first test race. This is mostly, I believe, just to try and make sure that the mod is working fine. It is a brand new mod from Guerilla Mods. So things like physics and fuel burn, tyre wear, and BOP can be a bit of an issue. So, but good turnout nonetheless, as you can see down the bottom left-hand corner with Stera Carcel. Unfortunately, no one going for the KTM, it seems, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, we have one person in the KTM, but unfortunately, that would be me. So, well, that's a shame. Oh, here we go. We got a livery. It's Williams running around in a very, very bright McLaren. We're not going to miss that car, that's for sure. Tips it into the first 2 corners over the curb. Nice and aggressive. That is almost offensively bright. I have to slap some biddies on those stickers, I think. Just to make sure they don't get spammed. You can't break the stickers this time. No, stop breaking the stickers. You did that last night.
I'm here.
No, stop it. I'm gonna have to put bits on those.
I'm here.
Otherwise, you guys will break it again. Anyway, let's have a look at another man. Oh, running a Porsche Cayman. Thought I had a livery for this man, but apparently not. Oh no, I think Ben, you have broken the stickers. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Just wait for it, as we're watching Josh Hill just doing a bit of tyre warming. Hopefully those stickers will go away and the notification goes away as well. Jeez, Josh really weaving the car, trying to get some temperature in the tyres. Josh Hill, he was running around in the GT500 class with the Super GTs, and he's been running around as well in AK Racing's Supercar Championship. And I think we just had someone bin it. Not really sure. But, let's have a quick look. Here we go. So that was Matt Southwell going past Josh Hill. How's that sticker thing broken? No, you haven't broken it yet. That's good. But please don't try and break it. It's very annoying. I have to put some biddies on those. Someone at the end of the stream remind me to put biddies on those stickers. Hey, thank you, Ben. Thanks for the bit. That's gonna get that's a little bit annoying now. It was a mistake to put up those stickers. Oh well. Yep, gotta put biddies on those. Ruka with the more emotes. Yeah, mate, I know. No, actually, Ruka, do not start that. Oh, actually, thanks for the subscription. Resubscription from Ruka. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. How are the emotes coming along, mate? Everyone's waiting on you. Yeah, that's what I thought. So as we continue to watch Southwell. As he crosses the line to start his first flying lap. Let's have a look at our GT Club's fearless leader, and that is Binomial Eagle, otherwise better known as Steve Duro. This man is the brains. Oh, whoa! 25 bits from Ben Piper. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Lots of love to you, mate. Much appreciated. That is about 17 cents coming my way. No, not even 17 cents, like 12.5 cents. I'll take it, though. Actually, I think it's less than that. I think it's like 1.2 cents. I'll take it. Yeah, fair enough, Goldie. So, Steve Duro, the fearless leader of GT Club, goes out on track. Currently 7th in the standings. As he tips the Ford Mustang around the Paul Ricard circuit. Not a bad looking car either. Let's whoa, that's really close. Actually looks pretty tough for a Ford Mustang. This is what V8 Supercar should have aimed for. This is what V8 Supercar should have aimed for. This looks like a proper Mustang, not a funny car. That looks nice. I do like this car. I like the look of it. And just in the background there, we can see Chris Nipris in the Chevrolet Camaro, the arch nemesis of the Mustang. Big Stan. Really want to play this game, but can't for the life of me get any controls to work in it. Mate, what are you using? Are you using a steering wheel, or are you trying to use a gamepad? Vanatech setup. Oh, okay. What exactly are you having trouble with? Oh, okay. Yep, I know that one. So, have you got Content Manager? Okay. Try and have a look in the menu when you're selecting cars. There should be an option for use vehicle-specific controls. Get rid of that. That will fix the problem, because I was having the same problem. Yep. Piper knows. But yeah, cannot recommend you get Content Manager for this game. It helps manage... It helps manage your mods and makes it easier to install them. Excellent. Absolutely excellent mod. It's free. Find it on Race Department. Yeah, just get onto it. Right. Oh, we have another Camaro in the server as well. That's good to see. Yeah, car-specific controls. That's what it is. Yep, that's what it is. So it looks like all our drivers are in pit lane. So... we're going to take a little fly around the circuit. Fly through the bridge there. Let's see if we can't break the image again, like we were all the time with Super GT. So turn 1, this is going to be the big one. We'll definitely be having bets on whether turn 1 will be clean or not. And then we have turn 2. Actually goes over a bit of a crest, bit blind, aiming for this bollard right here.
Is this the right place for the party?
Lots of guards, high-tech security. I need someone to rob it.
Let's try and come out of this with all of our ears and a bit of suntan.
Just talk to anyone with me. Sub 206 lap mat, go. Oh, we've broken it! There it is! Oh, good to see. You'll love to see it. Oh, I'll have to fix it somehow. Alrighty. well, let's have a look at this pit lane then, because we've got quite a turnout tonight. So we have the two BMWs, 2 Chevrolet Camaros, a Ford Mustang by the looks of things, just the one. Ignore that KTM. Unfortunately, no one going for the KTM. That breaks my heart. It's a great little car. What are you people doing? Go for the motorbike company that built a car. Come on, get on it, people. Then we have 2 McLarens, 2 Panoses, a Porsche, and that is it by the looks of things. Oh no, then we have the 2 Supras. Goldie Bros, I'm going to break your heart. No GTR in GT4, mate. Bit heartbreaking, but anyway. Not to worry, mate. We have got Super GT. That will always have a GTR or 2. And then, of course, we also have a new announcement of TCX number 3, which will be featuring GT500 V8 supercars, and I believe it was British touring cars. We'll just have a quick look at the Go Race Promotion Sim Sports Discord. TCX 3 eligible cars. So, British touring cars, that's right. Yep, thank you, Ben. So, that will be quite a lot of fun. Yeah, Gran Turismo has GTR, GT4. You know, mate, I'm pretty certain that Steve will be looking for a GT4, sorry. Yeah. And then we also announced TCX 4, which will be running V8 supercars, V8 utes, and the Australian Touring Car Group A around Phillip Island. So if you really want to have a dig at any of those events, let me just quickly create a bit of an invite for Go Race Sim Sports. Here we go. Big stand. You might find it in car selection, perhaps. It's been ages since I actually used the Steam launcher. I've been using Content Manager for so long. I've just forgotten everything about the Steam launcher version. So hang on, let me just put up the 2 Discords. Because we got to share GT Club as well. Of course, the actual host of this event. So hang on, here we go. Oh, I wish there was an easy way to do all this. Anyway, there we go. There we go. There are the 2 Discords right there in chat. GT Club and Go Race Sim Sports. Whoa, hello. That was weird. So we'll be jumping into qualifying very, very soon. Let's have a quick look at what we got lined up tonight. So 10 minutes of qualifying coming up very, very soon. And then 2 30-minute races. I don't believe it will be a reverse grid for race number 2. Hopefully not. Reverse grids. Yeah, Ruka. I'm ignoring that. Absolutely. I've learned how to block that certain emoji. Just ignore that emoji. It's garbage. Ryan Ford in the chat, mate. What are you doing in the chat instead of on the circuit? Come on, mate. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, I know you're registered for this series, and you're in the Mustang. You're also Ryan Ford, actually in the Ford Mustang for TCX number 2, which will be coming up in the new year. New year and a new season of sim racing with Go Race Promotions. Oh, looks like we've just restarted practice, have we? Nope. Okay. I'm imagining things. In Bright, visiting your parents, mate. Mistake number 1. Going away and visiting people. That's a mistake. Alright, so we are away on racing. That looks like Matt Southwell, who is trying... No, it's not Matt Southwell, it's Ben Ellis. No, he will not be on the track first. Trying to work out who it is. It is... Who is that who got on track first? Ah, it is Lieutenant Llama. exactly. Exactly. Ben Piper with all the great ideas. Take the rig with you from now on. Jeez. So, oh, here we go. This is a different camera angle. I like this one, maybe. Play with keyboard. No, that is a mistake, Ruka. I've forgotten. I've lost it. Ah, well. Practicality -1. No, practicality plus 100. What are you talking about, Goldie? So here we go. I hope you've got your bets in for the for this qualifying session. Are we going to get a sub 206 in this qualifying session? Well, we have about just under 9 minutes to find out. As Lieutenant Lama sails down the back straight of Paul Ricard, this massively long circuit. Ruka, regret not earning more channel points on Wreckfest. Could have been easy cash. Mate, the amount of times we put you up, yeah, you should have. That's okay. Next time, mate. Next time. I think we'll just stick with this camera angle. What do you reckon, lads? So, Lama just getting himself warmed up. Well, you got plenty of time to earn back some channel points tonight because we'll try and use the prediction function as often as we can. So, Lieutenant Lama will start the flying lap, and we're actually going to try and go on board. That is not a handy view. That is not a handy view. We're going to have to try a different view. That is even worse. That is a funky steering wheel. Look at that. That is cool. So, as we're watching Lieutenant Lama, we'll get a good idea of how this car is behaving. GT4, if any of you have never driven one of these cars have got low downforce, smaller tyres than GT3, and they tend to move around a little bit more. They do teach a fair bit of car control because of how well they slide around. And oh, this is really actually probably the best class to start in if you're trying to learn sim racing. So you do get the driver aids like ABS and traction control. It's all at a much lower speed to GT3 and far less complexity to the cars as well. Less setup options and probably harder tyres as well. So you tend to have tyres that last a whole race rather than GT3 where the tyres are a little bit softer. They tend to go off a little bit quicker. So Lieutenant Lama tips it into the back corner. Oh, he runs a little bit wide. I don't know if that will be track limits. Certainly very liberal with the track limits at Paul Ricard. You have to travel for a couple of miles and then have a rest to get to any barrier here. Takes a very different line to what we're normally seeing, but he gets great drive out of the double left-hander as he heads up towards this long left-hander before the final corner. Does he get it pointed back into the apex? He certainly does. He even gets it right on the racing line before firing it out of the final corner. Let's see what this time will be. It's looking good. Whether it will be counted, whether he kept it inside track limits, it's not going to be a sub 206. So that's a shame, but here comes Madretsky in the background, I think that is. He goes to 206.8, and then just behind will be Turbo S4 206.8 as well. Then Ellis at 206, Walker at 206 as well. We have in the background, that is Chris Nipris about to cross the line. It's not going to be a good time for him. Oh, actually, I think he exceeded track limits as well, so he has not set a lap time. Just in the background, we have Steve Duro 208.8. That's well off the pace for Steve Duro. ReadyX at 207.7. So times are pretty tight already. Goldie Bros, can Mount Panorama be added to GT4 calendar? Mate, not really my call. It is GT Club's call. They are not Go Race Promotions.
Game on, snack on with Pringles. Grab a can today.
I'm a real deal. I'm a real deal.
Fortunately, but we'll have a quick look, see what they have actually got. Mate, they haven't even got one Australian track in their calendar, but that is all right. Hill down in 8th position, 4 seconds off the pace. Let's check in with our man, Lieutenant Llama. This is looking a little bit more swift. So I think that is Vanderham as well. Oh, and the Camaro has a big slide going through the double right as it tightens up. Double check with our actual pole sitter for now. 206.5, so I hope some of you guys out there have betted for over 206 because you're looking pretty good so far. Oh, that is very, very wide, but he does manage to get good drive out of there. That is, he's going to have to change that line for the racing because he is going to leave himself very open to dive bombs there. But that is... that will be up to Lieutenant Llama to sort out as he misses the apex through the left-hander. Gets good drive off the final corner. This will be a quick lap time, maybe. And he will not go under that 206 barrier. But Madretsky, he goes to a 205.5. So who bet for sub 206? You've just won some channel points. Oh, get some cheers happening. That is great stuff. Gold stars for everyone. Vladimir Madretsky, no surprises at the top there. No one else managing to go better. Oh, Chris Nipris goes up to 7th in the big Camaro. Steve Duro just behind. He then shuffles Nipris and Redx back, but Redx about to cross the line, and he shuffles Duro back down to 7th place. So as you were, gentlemen. So times are coming in thick and fast. Here is Josh Hill in the Porsche. The cursed car. The most cursed car in existence. So he crossed the line of 2:12. That is not going to be good enough. Lieutenant Llama, he's got to try and find something for Madretsky now. Jump back on board with him. See what speed the Supra is getting up to down the back straight. Just getting over to just 260 k's per hour down the back straight. I'll actually do a bit of a check on everyone's speed down the back straight. Let's have a look. We'll have to say Madretsky be... Well, we missed him. Nope. Turbo S4. Nope, that's not working. Well, we got Chris Nipris in the big Camaro. 258, 260, and then just tips it in. So the Camaro is pretty quick in a straight line. How about the Mustang? Oh, that's... looks like... Oh, I missed the speed. Never mind. Justin Rediak. No, we missed him as well. So 260 seems to be the average speed down the back straight for all the GT4 cars. Oh, Southwell, he's having a struggle. 8 seconds off the pace. Have a quick check of how many people are in the server. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So, well, everyone's set a lap time. That's good to see. So, Lieutenant Llama hasn't been able to improve. So, in fact, let's hand out some channel points to all of you people out there. So, under 206. Congratulations, everyone. Sethel still hungover from last night. Oh, did it get messy, Ruka? Did it get messy? Bottle of red. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's red wine drunk. He's red wine drunk, Southwell. Oh, jeez. He had a good start to Wreckfest last night. I think he had a hat-trick of wins and almost went the Quintella. But just started to fall off it as the night went on. Yeah, then you joined. Then all the randoms joined as well. Actually, I shouldn't say randoms, because they ended up subbing to the channel. Oh, sorry, not subbing, but following the channel. So, love you. Oh, wow, Ruka, 520 points for you. Man, good work. Great work, mate. So this will be the final lap for these drivers. So Lieutenant Lamy was very liberal on his track limits through that fast right-hander. It's actually scary fast to tip in these cars. They're just a little bit too much oversteer. You will spin the car out. So what the hell are you talking about, Goldie? God. What the hell? I don't even know. Well, anyway, Lieutenant Lama pulls out of that lap. Here's Walker. He's on his final lap as well. Justin Reddiax also starting his final lap. Southwell, he's also having his final lap. Oh, Turbo S4 up to second. So the McLaren is on the front row next to the Panos. We'll see if we can get a Panos front row as Lee Walker gets it sideways. Manages to hold it. It tips it into the second apex. That was probably deliberate. We'll just say it was deliberate. We'll have to keep an eye on Reddiax though. And Southwell, I think Southwell's binned it. Check back in with Lee Walker. Tips it around the second last corner. Can he get the panels onto the front row? He's sitting in fourth at the moment. No, he will not. That will be track limits. And what is that? And yeah, no, he will not improve. So there you have it. What is that? Foot yellow. Foot yellow? Huh. Gotta get those sub emotes done. Right, so here is your qualifying results for the first practice race for the GT Club GT4 League. So Vladimir Medretsky on the top of the timesheets. He will head off the front row with Turbo S4 and that McLaren 570S. And on row number 2 we have Lieutenant Lama and Lee Walker. And then we have Ben Ellis running out the top 5. Really good mix of cars in the top 5, actually. Justin Reddiax will make up the rest of row number 3 in the second of the Toyota Supras, then Steve Duro in the Ford Mustang, and Chris Nipris in the Chevrolet Camaro off of row 4. Row number 5, we have Joshua Hill and, I want to say, Chris Williams in the second of the McLarens. Josh Hill in the only Porsche on track at the moment. And then on the last row of the grid, we have Matt Southwell and Vanderham in the second of the Camaros. So a great mix of cars in the top 5, really. I mean, have a look at that. We got the panels, the McLaren Toyota Supra panels again, and then a BMW M4. So that is a great mix of cars there. So let's get the second prediction happening. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be a little bit harder than last night. Okay? So here we go. Next prediction for you is turn 1 going to be clean. Off we go. Get in your bets. Bet them channel points. It's not going to be as clear cut as what it was last night. Keep that in mind. What the? Goldie, get off the pipe, mate. That is weird. Stop eating my carpet, jeez. Bloody weirdo. Anyway, let's get ourselves on the grid, waiting for the whole field to spawn. Oh, whoa, 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 wrong button. Shift button makes it walk slowly. There we go. Does that look centered to you guys? It's not centered. Still not centered. Still not centered. There we go. That's centered. There we go. Whew.
Battle with a machine that's as savage as you are. Lenovo Legion. Stylish outside, savage inside.
Well, we'll also get a prediction on your winner for race number 1, and then we'll get predictions for race number 2 happening. Oh, Goldie Bros, big spender with the 520 channel points. Oh, you can see he's waiting to save up them channel points for those emotes. So here we go. Field is lined up on the circuit. Getting set for a set. What was that? What was that beep? Am I going crazy? Oh, Ruka, 500 channel points. Wow. Everyone's betting big now. Now, I'm unsure if it will be a rolling start or a standing start. But anyway, we will get set for a start as the field will get ready to go racing in about 40 seconds time. So I'd love to hear your predictions in chat. Who's your favourite for this race? What was that? I'm hoping that was from one of the Camaros. Anyway, get your predictions in the chat from that field in, and we know who to put the prediction on. So as the lights are all on, and away we go and racing. So it's a clean start from the McLaren of Turbo S4. Madreski having a terrible start as the field streaks away to turn number 1. Let's see if we have some channel points to hand out as they go 4 wide into the corner. Oh, that's Madreski trying to give room. Juro, oh, he kept it clean. Looks like everyone's made it through cleanly. So, well, there you go. We have a clean start to the race. Whew. Let's hand out those channel points straight away then. So, we had a clean start. No, you didn't. That was clean. It was a clean start. So, Turbo S4 has taken an early lead from Lieutenant Lama and Walker. Madreski having a terrible start. Our pulse hitter down in 6th position. He's behind Justin Rediex. Oh, have a look at this. Southwell, he's had a great start. He's a rider all over the back of Chris Nipris in the Camaro. But as the whole field streaks down the back straight, Lieutenant Lama in the slipstream of Turbo S4. As we have the most useless onboard camera there. There we go, this is better. He's tucked right in, he won't be able to make it through. Oh no, Turbo runs it wide and that gives Lieutenant Lama a chance. And he gets it through. Oh, as Turbo S4 goes for the switchback. Will we get a triple switchback? And no, we will not. So Turbo S4 hangs onto the lead by the skin of his teeth. As Lee Walker in the background there, he's just hanging on to the back of these top 2 drivers. Madreski has not made any inroads on the back of Rediex. Nipris, on the other hand, looking for a move up the inside of Duro. Duro gives him space, and Nipris will make the move stick. Although Duro will argue the point, Nipris goes defensive. Great move. Oh, but Duro, he fires it up the inside anyway. Now it's going to be a drag race between the Camaro and the Mustang. And it looks like Nipris has taken 7th place away from Duro, although he pulls in front of Duro and gives him that slipstream. Southwell in the background, he's just waiting to see what happens here and who will pick up the pieces, but Nipris manages to hang on to 7th position. And Duro, he now comes under attack from Southwell, who gets a little bit sideways through turn number 2. But here is our leaders. They are starting to stretch the lead. In fact, let's get a prediction. We'll get a new prediction happening. Why do they have to have weird names? All right, here we go. Get your predictions in. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to make your predictions again. So who's going to finish high between these two? Is it going to be Turbo S4 or Lieutenant Llama? Get your predictions in. Oh, here we go. So we have Ben Ellis up the inside of Lee Walker, and in the background as well, Madretsky up the inside of ReadyX, and Madretsky makes the move back up into the top 5. Walker tries to argue the point around the outside of Ellis, going through that tough right-hander, now into the double right-hander. Walker is managed to hold the position, but Ellis trying to go for the dive bomb in the tight section of that corner. Oh, the panels runs wide, and Ellis, he'll go for the twin. Oh, contact! Big contact there, and the big winner here will be Madretsky. Oh, a bit of hip and shoulder to Ellis, and Madretsky up to 4th position, and ReadyX looking to make the move as well. So he tries to sneak it up the inside. He's not quite far enough. Tell you who this is going to benefit. It will be Nipris and Duro. They're just starting to make inroads on this battle for 3rd position. Now the gap under 2 seconds between Nipris and ReadyX, as Lieutenant Llama sets the fastest lap of the race at 2:06.5. But this battle is on for Young and Old. Madretsky trying to take back 3rd position. ReadyX late on the brakes, but he has to pull out of it. Not close enough this time by. Oh, Ellis, he's sideways. He hangs on to it though. This will give ReadyX a chance. He's on the wrong side for the next corner. Oh, ReadyX tries to outbrake the BMW, and I think the Supra has done it. No, they're still side by side as they head up towards the hairpin. ReadyX will try for the switchback. Nipris and Duro are buying into this as well, so keep an eye on the Camaro and the Mustang. Oh, this is great racing, great stuff from these guys. So we now join Chris Nipris as we can see the Mustang in the background, in the rear vision mirror actually. As Nipris has got the front row seat to this battle between ReadyX and Ellis. Duro as well, actually, we'll jump on board with Steve. Duro, he's got the slipstream on the Camaro. That Camaro punches a big hole in the air. And Duro will take that position back from Nipris. Southwell just holding station a little bit further back. Similarly, at the same time, we have a little battle for 10th position. This is for the last position in the top 10. We have Vanderham and Josh Hill. They're swapping paint as well, so keep an eye on these guys as we see. Oh, Nipris has managed to take back that position from Steve Duro around the outside of the double right-hander. He exceeds track limits. I can't see him being allowed to keep that position, but he's going to keep it. And that battling has actually cost those two big time, as now Ellis and ReadyX are just starting to drive away from these two in the big American cars. And I'll tell you what, great battling up and down the field as ReadyX now still swapping paint with Ellis. Really should have done who was going to be leading at the halfway point of this race, rather than who's going to win this race. Oh, Derek Hustle still up. We'll get rid of that. Oh, here we go. ReadyX sneaking, telegraphing a move down the main straight, not able to get it done. The BMW survives another lap. We'll look out the back of the BMW. at the Super. Oh, here we go. We've actually got a good battle here. Here's Nipris and Duro. Side by side, Duro being forced to take the long way around. Now, we saw it work for ReadyX almost. Nipris gives Duro room. Duro giving Nipris room. So this is great battling. Great respect between these two. And Nipris will hold on to that position once again. But he's going to punch a massive hole in the air for that Ford Mustang. Oh, Duro trying to sneak it up the inside before the main straight. He wants to get it done nice and early. So a little bit of side drafting there for the Mustang. He tucks back in momentarily as they're still side by side. Nipris starting to squeeze Duro, but Duro has got the pace in the Mustang. Oh, great racing from these two. This is what we want to see. Nipris again fires it straight back up the inside. No, pulls out of it. Duro gives him room though, and Nipris just files in behind Duro now. Great racing, but Nipris almost firing it up the inside again. These two are costing themselves time, but I bet they're having the time of their lives at their homes in their sim rig. So Nipris again swaps position with Duro. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that barrel. Duro up the inside of Nipris again. He has to pull out of it. So these two, they're really hurting themselves. Southwell sideways over the curb in the background. He's doing everything he can to try and get onto the back bumper of Duro. He's really hoping that these two keep battling because it is going to help him. Oh, Duro sideways on the brakes. Turbo S4 sets the fast lap race at 2:06.2. Fastest man on the track, although Madretsky is coming at 2:06.3 in that Panos. Yeah, so that was a mistake. I've learnt my lesson for race number 2. I have to do them in 10-minute intervals, I reckon. Ruka, if you can, could you quickly jump over to Kazar's channel? Because I reckon he'll be absolutely having a ball with this race between himself and Duro. We're gonna have to swap over to this battle here because Vanderham and Hill have finally swapped positions, and Hill is just starting to pull away now in the Porsche. So finally this battle seems to have sorted itself out. I'll tell you what, this battle's still going on there side by side down the Mistral Straight again. And Duro takes the position, but Nipris will tuck back into the slipstream again. And he's going to fire it up the inside. Yes, he will. No, he doesn't. He pulls out of it. This is great racing between these two. We're definitely going to have to keep a closer eye on them. And Nipris fires up the inside again. Oh! Oh, Duro now blocks it this time. Now, these two have probably better start thinking about working together to try and close the gap between Ellis and ReadyX, because these two guys are still battling as well. So ReadyX now is looking for the move in the second last corner. He's going to pull the dive bomb off. Here we go. ReadyX on Ellis. And Ellis will stick it around the outside. ReadyX will go for the switch back down the main straight. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. But no harm, no foul. Let's look at the straight line speed of that Supra. It is pretty quick and it's pretty handy in a straight line, actually. But he's on the wrong side of the track this time. But if he can hang around the outside, he'll have the inside line for turn number 2. He decides better of it and decides to try and get the drive out of turn 2 for turn number 3. And again, ReadyX, he goes to the wrong side of the circle. Oh, it gives him a little touch. But again, no harm, no foul. Oh, something's happened to Nipris. He's dropped well off the back of Duro. I'd say maybe a half spin for Nipris through turn 1 and 2. That has cost him a lot of time. So the pit window is also open for these drivers, so they have until, if I'm not mistaken, the 5 minutes to go to get their pit stops done and dusted. As this battle has finally started to settle down a little bit. But, well, it's still on for young and old. Well, we've been racing for 13 minutes and my voice is almost done again. So for those of you who joined our stream last night with Wreckfest, this is what we normally do. We are normally streaming Assetto Corsa, and this is what we love seeing. Tight racing up and down the field. Oh no, Nipris has he binned it? He has binned it. And he will drop out of the top 10. He falls behind Josh Hill, and he will rejoin him behind his Camaro compatriot of Vanderham. So Nipris, that early race pace in that battle. I wonder if he took too much out of the tyres. Lieutenant Lama in the pit lane. He's the first of our pitters. Josh Hill going for the pits. Vanderham going for the pits. No. Okay, I thought they were all going for the pits, but apparently not. Nipris now, he's got the straight line pace over Vanderham, and he takes back that 10th position. We'll have to see what's going on with Nipris' Camaro, because I don't think those two were battling that hard that it would have caused any damage to the Camaro. Anyway, we'll rejoin this battle. This is the tightest battle on track. Ellis still leading ReadyX, although he's just starting to put a little bit of daylight between himself and the Toyota Supra. They sound nice going down the Mistral Straight, don't they? Love to see it. Anyway, we've got a little battle here just brewing between Hill and Nipris. Nipris in the slipstream of the Cayman just ahead. Look out the back of the Porsche now at Chris Nipris and the Camaro. Camaro really taking the curbs. Just see now that the Camaro is just starting to push a little bit, so maybe the front tyres are starting to be a little bit second hand. So, oh, Vladimir Madreski sets the fastest lap of the race at 2:06, 0.02. So Madreski on the move. Lee Walker into the pit lane now. Hill gets a little bit sideways through the final corner. That will bring Nipris right onto the back of him. And Nipris will have the slipstream down the front straight. Here comes that massive Camaro. Oh, this is what we love about GT racing. Just the great mix of cars. You got the Porsche Cayman and then the Chevrolet Camaros just behind him, as well as the Ford Mustang up ahead. And then the two Panozes, and then Toyota Supras, BMWs, great mix of cars, and of course a McLaren 570. Nipris going for the dive bomb, he has to pull out of it. This will give Vanderham a chance. He's just a little bit too far behind. Hill really sliding the Porsche around. This is where the Porsche would be strongest in the tight twisty section, because it just rotates a hell of a lot better than what the big Camaros behind him will. But now we're in Camaro territory. A big V8 is going to start slurping down that air gap between itself and the Porsche. Like someone slurping up a bit of spaghetti. Oh, here it comes. Pulls out. He's not close enough though. He hasn't done enough. And Hill will slam the door shut. Spaghetti commentary is peak commentary. That's right. In the background, for Nipris, he's got to be aware that Vanderham is right there as well. He's looking to capitalise on any mistake between himself and Hill. So Turbo S4 now into the pit lane as well. Oh, Hill very wide. Now these guys are actually closing in on the back of Matt Southwell, I believe. Now here comes Nipris up the inside into the second last corner. Big dive bomb, and he gets the move done. That is absolutely textbook from Chris Nipris. And Hill, oh, he almost rubbed the back of the Camaro going through the final corner. And Hill now into the pit lane, as well as Vanderham. So next on Nipris's list for his comeback will be Matt Southwell. There's the field now just a little bit spread out, although we have Walker. No, never mind. I thought he was battling with someone. So Lieutenant Lama. He's got a bit of a gap between himself and Lee Walker. It was a good gap between those two anyway. In fact, the gap has expanded between Turbo S4 and Lee Walker, so the undercut is not really working out. There is definitely an advantage with the overcut strategy.
Stay connected on Australia's biggest mobile network and get 55 gigs for $15 with a 28-day expiry SIM. Hurry, visit boost.com.au and switch today.
Life is a lot. It's frustrating, awkward, scary, embarrassing, weird, stressful, and complicated. Exactly what AHM isn't. Because when you're sweating the big stuff in life, the last thing you want to worry about is health insurance. AHM, the simple bit.
Game on, snack on with Pringles. Grab a can today.
So I wonder how many drivers will pick up on that. Now here's our race leader, Vladimir Modreski. He had a shocking start. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was expecting a rolling start or he just didn't get the gear selected in time, or he didn't drop the clutch well enough. I don't know, but oh geez, the tyres on that panels would have to be feeling like jelly at the moment. We're heading up towards the 10-minute to go mark. So if you're sitting back at home and loving what you're seeing at the moment, make sure you get onto GT Club and Go Race Sim Sports Discord. GT Club is the host of this event tonight. So there are the links in chat right now, as both are really good communities of sim racers, and everyone just really enjoys the racing. Very clean, very civil community, has to be said. Both of them. So, yeah, make sure you check out both of those if you love your sim racing. As we start seeing more pit stops making start to tick over, we have Binomial Eagle coming out of the pit lane. That'd be Steve Joe. He's come out in front of Ben Ellis, actually, so the overcut has worked really well. Now we've got Chris Nipris. He's actually come out ahead of Matt Southwell, so I don't know what's happened there, because Southwell was a long way away. Now Vanderham and Hill are flying down the main straight, but they have not been able to get ahead of Nipris. In fact, Vanderham has come out in front of Josh Hill. So that is very good stop for Vanderham. Not so good stuff for Hill. Maybe just missed his pit box by a few millimeters. We jump on board now with Josh Hill as he chases the back of James Vanderham. Oh, big twitch from the back end of the Camaro. And Hill gets right onto the back, gives him a little love tap as well, just for good measure. So Hill will get the advantage of a massive slipstream from that Camaro up ahead. In fact, a double slipstream from the Camaro ahead of Vanderham as well. So the two Camaros should be helping Hill down this front straight. But geez, both those Camaros have got great straight line speed. Vanderham just getting closer and closer to the back of Nipris, up towards the end of the Mistral straight. Hum just backing out of it. I think we should find that Nipris will start to pull away from these two before the end of this lap. In fact, I have no idea what has happened to Matt Southwell. He has dropped right down to last place. That is very odd. Maybe he didn't have his pit stop set up. Rookie error, perhaps. Justin Reddick's now in pit lane. He's just started to leave his pit box, and he will come out in front of, well, right next to Lee Walker. But, well, we got a good battle here. Ben Ellis up the inside of Steve Duro at the end of the straight. Duro closes the door. Oh, that was so close. Thought they were going to touch. Right on board now with Ben Ellis as he tries to chase down Steve Duro in that big Ford Mustang. Oh, Duro misses the mark a little bit at turn 3. The BMW just proving to be a little bit more nimble in the tighter stuff. Now that Mustang should start to stretch its legs down the big, long Mistral straight. It's not really working for him at the moment. Slipstream just starting to suck Ben Ellis onto the back of the Mustang. We got Justin Reddick up ahead, so that's the carrot for both of these guys not to battle with each other. Here comes Ellis, he's trying for the dive bomb, doesn't quite get it. Oh, he actually does get it. He's on the wrong side of the track for the next corner, and Duro will just plant that car onto the apex and use the torque of the Mustang to get off the corner, and he will hold Ben Ellis behind him for another lap. But Ellis is looking very racy at the moment. Oh, here we go. Ellis for the dive bomb at the final corner. Doesn't get it done. Duro gives him a little bit of space. This is helping ReadyX, actually. That gap is now up to 5 seconds. .208 from the Mustang, but the BMW, you just see that Ellis is being held up slightly by the Mustang of Duro. Now look out the back of Steve Duro's Mustang. Gets the apex a little bit better this lap. He does get a little bit better drive out of the hairpin as we enter the last 5 minutes of this race. Ben Ellis is much closer this time, and he will get the slipstream. Duro is going defensive early down the Mistral straight. But Ellis will draw level with Duro. But now that he's out of the slipstream, just doesn't look like as if the BMW has the straight line grunt. And he will have to settle in behind the Mustang of Duro once again. Oh, Ellis, what's happened? He's just... What has gone on with Ben Ellis? He's, the car's just... He's teleported straight back to the pit lane. So that has helped Steve Duro. Blew an engine. That shouldn't be possible because these cars should have downshift protection. Well, anyway, we got a battle going on here between Walker and Justin Rediex. Or Lee Walker and Justin Rediex. Should be a little bit more polite and use Lee's first name. As we now look out the back of the Panos. We'll have to post that question in GT Club's. So see if we get a response from Ben Ellis. Yeah, Ben Ellis, he's out of the server actually, so maybe something has come up and he's had to leave. But either way, that has promoted Chris Nipris back up to 7th position. Oh, we've actually almost got a battle for the lead. So, Madretsky, he's within a second of Turbo S4. So the battle for the lead is now on. In fact, Madretsky not even using 6th gear in the Panos. Unless that display is wrong. Just here, Madretsky just feathering the throttle, modulating it, trying to get the car rotated but not over-rotated. He's running out of time quickly to make the move on Turbo S4. What a sound. Oh, okay, so we had a game crash for Ben Ellis. So that is what's happened for Ben Ellis. So can we get some rips in chat, please?
Life is a lot. It's frustrating, awkward, scary, embarrassing, weird, stressful, and complicated. Exactly what AHM isn't. Because when you're sweating the big stuff in life, the last thing you want to worry about is health insurance. AHM, the simple bit.
Hopefully we'll see Ben Ellis return to the server. But that is very odd. But luckily with he was able to pull the car up in a safe place. In fact, he is back into the server, so that is great to see. But we have got a battle. We're heading up towards the final lap of this race. Andreski's just having trouble just bridging that final 7/10 of a second. We've also got a battle going on. The battle between Lee Walker and Justin Rediex is getting really tight now. We'll see what sort of grunt the Supra has against the Panos. There's the Supra, he's got the slipstream. Walker is having to go defensive down the Mistral Straight. But here comes Ready X. He'll pull out of the slipstream now. He's on the wrong side of the track. Will that make a difference? Ready X will try and sweep around the outside. He might even try and set himself up for a switchback. Going into the double right-hander. Not quite close enough this time by, although into the double right-hander. What will the Supra do? Can it? No, can't rotate quicker than the panels just for now. See if Ready X gets the drive out of that tight section of the right-hander. Will he go for the dive bomb? No, he doesn't. So, Walker survives another lap. But will Turbo S4 survive the last lap? Because here comes Madretsky. Madretsky in the panels. Late on the brakes as ever. In fact, he's going to go for the switch back out of turn number 2. He's got an overlap. As we head up into turn number 3. Turbo's going to have to give him room. And Madretsky, well, they're both going to have to give each other room. Oh, they touch. Oh, they touch again. So this is wheel-to-wheel racing. Now Madretsky goes to the front. Turbo S4 gets the switchback straight away. But Madretsky's going to try and hang it around the outside as we head towards the Mistral Straight. And now it's a drag race between these two. See the battle in the background between Ready X and Walker. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So the McLaren just seems to have that little bit more straight line speed as we see Madretsky file back into the slipstream. Now they're side by side again, but Turbo S4 has to go defensive. Madretsky, oh, they touch. They bang doors again. You never know. Lieutenant Lama might win this race. Oh, they touch again. And now Madretsky's got the inside line. Oh, a bit of oversteer for Madretsky. Now Madretsky has the lead. Here comes Turbo S4. Switches back immediately. Oh, they're still touching. And Madretsky has the lead. Here comes Turbo S4. Big send from a long way back. Oh, they touch again. And Madretsky spins. And Turbo S4 is going to have to readdress that. This is going to hand the lead to Lieutenant Lama. Oh, you're joking! So Lieutenant Lama, after all of that, is going to take the win! So Lieutenant Lama takes the win in the first race tonight. Yes, a Stephen Bradbury for Lieutenant Lama. Madretsky will come over the line in second place. Turbo S4 in third. Lee Walker, he's going to hang on to fourth place ahead of Justin Ready X. He will indeed. Steve Giro, a lonely sixth place. But he'll be happy with that after a spirited battle with Chris Nipris. We're actually going to check in with Chris Nipris because he's still got Vanderham within 2 seconds, within striking range of him. But, well, Chris Nipris will be disappointed with 7th after being as high as 6th and battling with Steve Giro. But encouraging result for Chris Nipris. And for James Vanderham, he's made an improvement up to 8th after starting off 11th. Joshua Hill down in 9th. Who's doing burnouts? Someone's doing burnouts. Oh, we got Justin Ready X. And we got Steve Giro all doing donuts. That's actually pretty good. It's not too bad. So, oh boy, we're going to have to hand out some channel points, aren't we? Unbelievable. Oh, no! No one bet on Lieutenant Lama! No! Oh, no! Oh, people! People, what were you thinking? Here comes Ben Ellis, a very lonely. That should not have happened to him. Technical difficulties, you hate to see it. Wow, what an insult to Lieutenant Lama. I can't believe you guys did not vote for him. Wow. Would I have voted for him? Yeah, I would have voted for the underdog. Come on. So here are the results from race number 1. So Lieutenant Llama, after all that, comes home in first place, ahead of Vladimir Medretsky and Turbo S4. Moonwalker 23, that was the best last lap I ever saw, mate. That, you can say that again and again and again and again. Anyway, let's keep running through these results. Lee Walker in 4th place, holding off Justin Redix for the final position in the top 5. Then we have Steve Duro coming home in 6th, Chris Nipris in 7th, James Vanderham in 8th position, Joshua Hill in 9th. I want to say Chris Williams, I don't know his first name, I'm really embarrassed by that. He will round out the top 10. Matt Southwell and Ben Ellis, the 2 BMWs, coming home in the last 2 positions of the race. So, geez, who saw that coming? Because I certainly didn't. Wow. I love that. Who's ready for race 2? Oop, wrong button. That looks center. That looks center. No, that's not center. There we go. That's almost center. That's central. There we go. That's my OCD. Just kicking off there. Wow. So, well, we're going to have to get up a new prediction for race number 2. So, clean start to the race. Actually, we'll have to make that we'll have to make that a little bit more specific. Clean turn 1. So there we go. New prediction for you. 2 minutes to make your prediction. That's plenty of time. Plenty of time, people. Wow. So, there you have it. We're going to have to... So, we're going to have to go through driver of the race for race number 1. So, wow. I don't know who honestly who to give driver of the race to, because there were so many great battles. Hang on. That is oh, I should have made that never mind. So, who do we pick from all that? I want to say Medretsky for my driver of the race. He had a terrible start. He went back down to 6th position. He was well down on Turbo S4, and he managed to claw it back. If not for that last lap contact, and that was, I believe that was a pure racing incident, because Turbo ended up on the curb. He bounced off the curb and into Medretsky. Total racing incident in my opinion, but kudos to Turbo for showing sportsmanship and waiting.
Pure 2020 strength cow manure. Just get amongst it, because getting amongst it might actually help someone. Pure because something good has to come out of 2020, surely.
Medretsky to rejoin the race. Yeah, that's my driver of the race, Vladimir Medretsky. Anyone in chat got their own opinions? Put them up there now. And I also cannot believe you guys. You looked at turn 1 from that race then, and you're seriously going for no. We will not have a clean turn 1 for race 2. Like, that's, wow, I can't believe you guys are doubting these drivers. That is crazy. Also, shout out to Piper0260. He's currently our cheerleader with 76 biddies for the channel. Bit of fatigue from race 1 might catch him out. That's a fair call. That's a fair call. But these guys are all pretty fit guys. Alright, so let's get set. Oh, it's a reverse grid. Okay, now that changes things. So I did not know it was a reverse grid race. So this changes everything. We could have a lot of carnage in turn 1. So here is your starting order for race number 2. We have Ben Ellis off the front row. Next to him will be his BMW compatriot of Matt Southwell. Then we have Chris Williams and Joshua Hill off of row 2. The 2 Camaros of James Vanderham and Chris Nipris off of row number 3. Then we have Binomial Eagle, or Steve Duro, in the Ford Mustang, and starting next to him will be Justin Rediex. Lee Walker in the first of the Panozers will start off of row 5. Next to him will be Turbo S4 in the second of the McLarens, I should say. Over the page, we have Vladimir Madretsky and Lieutenant Lama starting off the back row of the grid. Here we go, guys. Hope you've put in your bets, because this is going to be a little bit wild. So here we go. We got 3 lights on, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights on, and 6 lights out, and away we go. And a great start from the front row. An even better start from Chris Williams in the McLaren. In fact, the first 3 just really starting to clear away already from the rest of the field. We are going 4 wide down the front straight. Here we go. Williams up the inside. He pulls out of it. And incredibly, turn 1 is clean. Madretsky trying to slide around the outside of everyone. And it is a clean start to this race. So to all of you who doubted these guys, all I can say is and for those who said yes, well done. Now, oh, we've got craziness going on in the background here. Nipris up the inside of Josh Hill. Madretsky's around. So this is a great start from Nipris. He started off the 3rd row of the grid and he's already up to 4th place. He's taken advantage of this reverse grid race to put himself in a good position. Now the Camaro's got some great straight line speed and he's got the slipstream of the McLaren ahead of him. Here we go. Rediex starting to sneak up the outside of Hill and Vanderham. In fact, actually, that McLaren is quick in a straight line. And here we go. We're almost 2 or 3 wide down the Mistral straight. Ellis is well out ahead. He's starting to clear away from the rest of the field. Lama up to 7. That's a great start for him. Rediex already trying to probe for a way past Vanderham's Camaro. Oh, Vanderham trying to slam the door shut. There's an overlap for Rediex, but Rediex pulls out of it. Now, meanwhile, Nipris up the inside of Williams. Will he get the move done? He does indeed. So Chris Nipris up onto the podium. Next in his sights will be Matt Southwell. Great start from Chris Nipris. Oh, here comes Lieutenant Lamas trying to sneak up the inside of Williams. Do they touch? They don't. Oh, who's that? That's Hill who's spun. Oh, does he turn that into a slow? Oh, good drift. Top drift. There we go. Get a clip of that, everyone. Oh, look at this. Look at it. Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the carnage coming up. You can just see it. Although they made it through turn 1 cleanly, so why wouldn't they make it through turn 1, lap 2 cleanly? Walker managed to make a good move. Oh, that was a little bit of a liberal approach to track limits from, I think that was Vanderham in the second of the Camaros. Here comes the Panos of Walker up the inside of Hill. And he gets the move done. Madretsky around the outside of Duro. So this battle pack down in the bottom. Oh, jeez. The back of this field is insane. Oh, Duro, has he gone around? He's managed to hang on to it. in the Mustang. Oh, big slide again, though. All right, let's get a new prediction up. So, new prediction. So there we go, we got a new prediction. 1 minute, get your bets in. Oh, here we go, up the front there, Llama around the outside of Nipris, so that forces Nipris off the podium. But these two, they're starting to close into the back. Oh, they touch! Nipris goes around! Nipris has thrown it away! And he's gonna have to watch the entire field go by, and he's been collected by Duro! That will be a lot of damage on the Chevrolet Camaro. Oh, huge disappointment for Nipris. He was just in a bad position as well, so he got collected by Duro. Duro would not have been able to do anything about that. Oh, get your rips in chat. That was devastating for Chris Nipris. After a great start, Ben Ellis fastest lap of the race at 2:07.9. Lieutenant Llama is already onto the back of Matt Southwell. And he will try and put it around the outside of the BMW. He will actually get it done nice and early. Oh no, Southwell! He's turned him around! Oh, I think that was accidental. Southwell, I think, just misjudging where the front of his beam. Oh no, carnage! The second of the Camaros gets turned around. Oh no, there's carnage going on in this race. Oh, that's a lot of damage on the front of the BMW. And Southwell will rejoin just in front of Nipris. Oh, that was really devastating for Lieutenant Llama. That was total accident by Southwell. I think he just misjudged where the front of the car was. So he tried to slide in behind the Supra. Here we go, we got a battle here between the two Panozers. So here comes Radeski, darts out of the slipstream for the end of the Mistral Straight. Just behind is Duro up the inside of Williams. And Madretsky will get the move done nice and easily. Duro likewise on Williams. Also seeing Hill and Llama. Llama just fights his way through on Hill. Hill did not really put up any resistance to that. Oh, up ahead, Walker. I thought he just got stuck into the back of Madretsky. And now next in Madretsky's sight will be Turbo S4. The old sparring buddies from race 1, now back together again. It's got about 3.5 minutes to earn some people some channel points. Now, ReadyX, he's a bit of a quiet achiever. He's just found his way up the front of this field in second position. He's done really well to pick his way through the carnage. And here we go. We've actually got a good battle here. Southwell and Chris Nipris. Can't see Southwell really arguing this one. Although neither will Nipris. He decides to hang back. Although I think there's a bit of damage. Oh, yep, Southwell. He's returning to the pit lane. You can see it. He's got too much damage on that Beamer. I don't think we will see that BMW return to the track. That's a real shame for Matt Southwell.
What are you so afraid of? kill a monster, you need a monster.
We fight and we survive.
Monster Hunter in cinemas New Year's Day.
Here's Steve Duro now. He's just got Lieutenant Llama coming up behind him now. Actually not seeing any activity from Southwell. He's still stationary. He hasn't returned to the pit lane at all. Now he's back into the pits. And thank you for the follow, Moonwalker. Much appreciated. Hope you're really enjoying this stream. Been non-stop action. The Duro a little bit wide there. Little bit wide. So here we go. Oh, here we go. So the battle is on between our two predictions. Madretsky and Turbo S4. Madretsky is just starting to close onto the back. He's got a minute and a half to make the move and get some of you people some channel points. Wow, Madretsky 2:06.1, a full second faster than Turbo S4 that last lap. Madretsky's definitely on the move. He's got 45 seconds. I don't think he's going to do it. Geez, that steering wheel's a bit rough. I don't think he's actually going to do it. So 10 seconds to go. No, it's pretty well done. Now, that's a lot closer than what I thought it would be. So well done to everyone who selected Turbo S4. Have some channel points. Oh, here we go. So now Lieutenant Llama and Steve Duro, they're battling away. And Llama will get the move done. Try and make the next prediction a little bit more fun. All right. So here we go. New prediction for you. We'll give you 2 minutes this time to make your predictions. So this is a little bit further down the field. We have got Chris Nipris, who is closing the gap between himself and James Vanderham. He's got to pick his way past, well, he was going to have to. Oh no, he's actually going into the pit lane. So he's going for the undercut. As he gets the Camaro pulled up. And that looks like a perfect pit stop for Nipris. We'll quickly check. We'll keep an eye on that battle later on in the race. See if Vanderham can hang on to that position ahead of Nipris. So make sure you get your predictions. Oh wow, we've got a lot of love for Nipris by the looks of things. So geez, a lot of people are betting on him. But, well, we'll keep an eye on James Vanderham. So he's closing up onto the back of Lee Walker. Sorry, Chris Williams in the McLaren. he's just getting a nice handy tow off the back of this McLaren. And McLaren's got a fair bit of straight line pace in comparison to the Camaro, which is quite surprising, although Vanderham not using 6th gear either down the Mistral Straight. Oh, here comes Vanderham. I thought he was going for the dive. Pulled out of it at the last second. But he's really close now. He gets it sideways. Can he hang on to it? He does. Only just, though. But he has lost a fair bit of time to the back of Williams, although Williams runs it wide as well. Ah, we missed the camera I wanted. There we go. Oh, actually, Vanderham now into the pit lane, so this will be interesting. Does the undercut work for Nippers? He's coming through the back section of the Mistral Straight. In fact, we'll get a good gauge of it based on where Josh Hill comes out in relation to Vanderham. Vanderham still stationary, and he's got to travel down pit lane. Oh, he's moving already. So Hill now, he comes out of the final corner. I don't think he's going to get the overlap at all. Neither will Chris Nippers. So Vanderham trundling down pit lane. He should come out well ahead of Hill and well ahead of Nippers. Oh, he crosses the blend line. That's a bit naughty. But he's going to go defensive from Hill. So now Hill a little bit sideways. The Porsche stepping out on him. Manages to hang on to it. Got a battle as well between Lee Walker and Turbo S4. Go on board now with Josh Hill. So now this battling will actually help Nippers. Oh, here we go. Hill tries to send it. Oh, he touches! He touches him! And Hill is going to have to readdress that. And here comes Chris Nippers. Picks up 2 free positions. So for all of you who are betting on Nippers, well done. Well, actually, Nippers can still bin it. In fact, he'll be screaming at me to get off him on this stream, that's for sure. Right, so Turbo S4, he's all over the back of Walker. Walker actually looks like he's diving for pit lane. Indeed, he is. So that releases Turbo. Ruka, that's what you get for not betting on your mate. That's what you get. That's called karma. So, my what? Yeah, fair call. Fair call. Now, we haven't given much airtime to this guy, Justin Rediex. He's out in front. He's well, yeah, we still got. That's a good point, Moonwalker. We still got 4 minutes to go. Anyway, Rediex is just holding on to a slender margin over Vladimir Madretsky. Madretsky is closing slowly, but the straight line speed of that Supra is something to behold. That's for sure. Actually, here we go. So Nippers on the back of Walker. So Williams, sorry. So this might be a self-fulfilling prophecy. He's all over the back of Williams now. Williams, gets it sideways. That will open the door for Nippers. He gets it up the inside. Parks it on the apex. Textbook stuff from Chris Nippers. Williams has no response to that. And Nippers back up to 8th position. Anyway, let's check in with our leader, Justin Rediex. Now, at what point will he and Madretsky make their pit stops, their compulsory pit stops for this race? It's not now. Oh, here goes Madrecki into the pit lane. So Madrecki's decided to pull the pin. He left it really late to dive into pit lane then. Turbo S4 is going around again. Steve Duro going around again. So this is the first of the pitters, Ben Ellis. Now, he was leading the race a little bit earlier. Will he come out in front of Madrecki? Well, he should. Should come out in front of Madrecki. So we see that Madrecki is now moving, so Madrecki has a chance to hold on to this lead ahead of Ellis. Ellis blind down the main straight now. In fact, he doesn't. Wow, what a stop from Madrecki, but can he hold him off? Going into turn number 1, no he can't. So Ben Ellis takes over 4th position, effectively the race lead from Vladimir Madrecki. But these two are going to be battling, that's for sure. In fact, Madrecki already going for the move into turn number 3. Big send. And he licked that stand perfectly. And he is now in front of Ellis. Ellis, a big slide. We just had someone getting a checksum. So, Ellis now, he's going to be fighting to get that position back. This is going to help ReadyX, Turbo, and Duro as well. As the more these guys fight, the more time they cost themselves. But geez, that BMW is not short on straight line grunt. So they're side by side down the Mistral straight. And it does look as though Madrecki, he should hold on to that 4th position. So he's got the right line. And yes, he will. He will slide in front of Walker. So, oh, here we go. So we got 40 seconds to go. Before we hand out some channel points. And we'll get some new predictions as well. So Steve Duro now has pulled the pin. He's in pit lane. So 15 seconds to go. Who's bet on Nippers? So here's the man here. There we go. There's some points for all of you. Oh, wow. Only a handful voted for Nippers. There you go. Let's get a new prediction. So here's some new predictions for you. Who will finish higher at the end of the race? Will it be Turbo S4 or will it be Justin ReadyX? So ReadyX, he's still got to make his pit stop. Turbo S4 also has to make his pit stop. Geez, ReadyX has made these tyres last a long while. Might even try and go to the end of the pit window. So the gap is remaining pretty stable between these two, actually. Maybe the McLaren just not using its tyres as well. We got a lot of love for Turbo, that's for sure. Does ReadyX dive into pit lane? You'd think he will. No, he's going to keep going. No, there we go. Into pit lane for ReadyX. A very late call. Now, will Turbo dive into pit lane? He will. So this will be interesting to see how quickly ReadyX comes out of pit lane in comparison to Turbo. Oh, we also have Josh Hill in the pits as well. So, geez, problems for Hill. and problems for Southworld this race. So bit of a disappointment there for those two guys. Just trying to pick another battle. Ellis has dropped off the back of Madretsky. In fact, where is Madretsky? Well, Madretsky's just taken the lead of the race. Ben Ellis as well. Actually, no, ReadyX is out in front, so he's leading the race. So Justin ReadyX in the Toyota Supra, the current reigning GT3 champion for the Go Race Promotions Super GT League. He now finds himself at the head of this GT4 test race. But he has lost a fair bit of time to Turbo. Lost over a second, more than 3 seconds actually, to Turbo in the pit stop. In fact, Walker is all over the back of Turbo in the Panos. I'll jump on board with Lee Walker as we fly down the Mistral Straight. But Turbo's got a fair bit of ground to make up. He's lost a bit of time down the Mistral Straight to ReadyX. Actually, no, I've actually got that all wrong. He's still 8 seconds, more than 8 seconds now behind Justin ReadyX. But ReadyX has got Madretsky closing in on him, and those two will probably start fighting for the lead of this race. And that might bring Ben Ellis back into the fight for the top step of the podium. Little battle shaping up between Walker and Turbo. Closest battle on the track. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on Madretsky and ReadyX. We have 5.5 minutes left to run in this race. Was very deep into turn number 3. Almost lost it, in fact. Almost crashed into the back of Turbo too. So, geez, everything's happening in this final 5 minutes of this race. It has to be said that ReadyX has put the hammer down. Maybe he's watching the stream and he knows that people are betting on him. Maybe people are betting against him. How is the prediction going? Oh, can't see it. Can't see it. Okay. Never mind. Oh, ReadyX getting a little bit wide over that curb. You just saw the car twitch. Oh, big understeer. What's that? Oh wow, so a lot of people going for ReadyX. Not surprising, he's got a commanding lead at the moment. Oh, I thought ReadyX was going into pit lane again. He's trying to break the toe for Madretsky. So he's closing in 7/10. He closed up in that lap alone. So this is working in favour of Turbo. Oh, ReadyX a little bit too aggressive through turn 1. That will help Madretsky, but it looks like ReadyX got the good drive out of turn number 2. But ReadyX is certainly driving on the limit. He is being hunted by Vladimir Madretsky. It's just like Madrecki back in motherland Russia, hunting the bear in the snow. Vodka bottle in hand, probably. Now we fly down the Mistral Strait. Madrecki's got the slipstream now. But that Supra has got some punch down the straight. The slipstream's not really... Oh, now it is. And now Madrecki pulls out from the slipstream. ReadyX will try and battle. But he's on the wrong side of the track. And, oh, Madrecki sweeps over. That was a risky move for Madrecki.
Battle with a machine that's as savage as you are. Lenovo Legion. Stylish outside, savage inside.
Madrecki, but he took the racing line immediately and gets through the right-hander at the end of the straight nicely. So now it's ReadyX's turn to chase. Can he match Madrecki's pace? He's got fresher tyres, but he is running out of time. Here he goes. Madrecki fires it up the inside. That was almost deja vu between Turbo and Madrecki. In fact, Turbo, he's dropped behind Walker, so that's not helping him. I'm sorry, wrong card. There we go. That is not very helpful. That is not a great view. There's an unhelpful windscreen wiper and an unhelpful LED display. Now Madrecki's just starting to stretch the legs of the Panos. I tell you what, ReadyX is holding his own, actually. He's actually in a good position to slipstream Madrecki down the straight and pay it back. So what does the Supra have for the Panos? Nothing much for the Supra down the straight in comparison to the... I'm guessing that's a V8 in the Panos. That thing is quick in a straight line. So Madrecki actually expands the gap, but now it comes down. So I'm guessing ReadyX might have a little bit more downforce on the Supra. It's definitely pretty nimble through the tight and twisty stuff. But we're heading up to the final lap now, so... Oh, Madrecki a little bit sideways on the entry to the double left. And that will hand a lifeline to ReadyX. We come up to collect the last lap board. So it comes down to the final lap again. You'll love to see it. Here comes ReadyX with a dive bomb! ReadyX had to pull out about 2:05.9, outstanding race pace for Madrecki. It's definitely not over yet, Moonwalker. He has to collect the checkered flag. So ReadyX is he's just starting to lose touch with Madrecki. He's trying everything he can, throwing that Supra over the curbs, trying to close the gap between himself and Madrecki. But ReadyX, he's not able to do anything just yet. He was looking good for a win as well. He just couldn't hold off the Panos of Vladimir Madrecki. As Madrecki now just starting to stretch the legs of the Panos down the back straight. In fact, we completely lose sight of him because of the crappy windscreen wiper. And now because of the... Oh, jeez. Bonnet cam it is. So here's Vladimir Dretsky. This will make up for race 1. What a night of sim racing we've just enjoyed. If you're not entertained by this, I don't know what to tell you. Other than you're a very hard person to please. So Vladimir Dretsky sweeps around the second last corner for the last time. He'll line the panels up. Gets a little bit sideways on the brakes. He fires it out of the final corner, and he will collect the checkered flag for race number 2. Well done to Vladimir Madretsky. Takes the win ahead of Justin Rediak, who'll be happy with a second place, it has to be said. Just in the background, we see Ben Ellis. He's been caught slowly by Walker, but they've both run out of time, Walker and Turbo. So Ellis will round out the podium. Walker and Turbo, the top 5. Lieutenant Lama, he'll be disappointed with 6th after getting tangled up with Southwell. And Duro finishes in 7th. Now we're going to wait. Got nothing but daylight between Duro and Nipris, but Nipris will fight his way back up to 8th. A disappointing run for him after showing a lot of promise in the earlier stages of the race. But luckily, this is just a pre-season test race, so he'll be happy with that. Let's see, we got some donuts happening. This is good. Oh, we even got a little drift session here from ReadyX. We got to have someone doing donuts. There we go. Big Mustang doing donuts. What do you expect? McLaren doing donuts. Little drift session there. Okay, here we go. We got to go on, Justin. Give us a big drift through here. Come on. Oh, no, he's binned it. A little expression session here. Here we go. Steve Duro, our fearless leader, giving us a little bit of an expression session. Oh, that's cool. he's definitely having a go. Has to be said. All right, well, let's fly back to pit lane. And that looks like Matt Southwell doing some donuts on the main straight as well, so he'll be quite frustrated with his run tonight as well. I think he's just popped one tyre. Yep, there we go. There's one tyre and he's planted into the fence. Okay, he's done. Okay, so let's head back to pit lane and have a look at the results from race number 2. So Vladimir Madretsky takes the win ahead of Justin Rediak, and Ben Ellis rounds out the podium. Then we have Lee Walker and Turbo S4 rounding out the top 5. Lieutenant Lama fighting back to 6th after tangling with Matt Southwell. Then we have Steve Duro and Chris Niparis, who also had his own moment on track. James Vanderham comes home in 9th position ahead of Chris Williams. Then we have Matt Southwell and Joshua Hill rounding out our running order. So that is us done. Oh, we have to hand out some channel points, don't we? So Justin Rediak brought home the bacon for some of you. So make sure you thank him in the GT Club Discord, which we are posting right now. Hang on a second. We'll just quickly change the screen. There we go. Thank you for following us. Make sure, if you are a sim racer and you love your sim racing, to jump into one of the following, or both of these Discords actually. We have Go Race Promotion Sim Sports, which is our own Discord for sim racing. Then GT Club, what you've just witnessed tonight. Make sure you jump into both of those Discords, because that was absolutely fantastic racing. Okay, race 2, driver of the race. Boy, that is going to be very, very tough. Let's have a quick look at the standings. You know, I think I'll go with Justin Rediak. He started well down, and he managed to pick through all the carnage and the chaos to finish in 2nd place. So Justin Reddy-X for me. Race 2, driver of the race. Let me know in chat if you agree with that or disagree with that. But in the meantime, while you're deciding that, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss one of our future streams. Wow, that is... Wow, 1.1 to 1.1 thousand points go to Ruka. Well done, Ruka. So yeah, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you hit the notification bell because we've got a few more streams coming up. So next month we have got TCX number 2, and that will be commentated by Steve Duro from GT Club. TCX, which is going to be a bit of a mixture of GT3, GT4 and V8 supercars around the legendary Kyalami race circuit. And that is just before the start of the Go Race promotion, Sim Sports ATCC.
Stay connected on Australia's biggest